Good day, everybody. Let us now rationalize our long examination for technology, for teaching, and learning. Now, let us start with our question number one. Question number one. The ICT competency standard for teachers include all of the following except one. Which one? So which is not included no sa ating competency standard for ICT? Kasali ang digital and non-digital technology. Kasali din ang ethical issues on the use of technology, and kasali din ang use of technology tools. Ang hindi kasali, enhance financial literacy skills. So napakalayo no ng financial literacy sa ICT competency. Number two, all teachers in the 21st century should be. Dapat daw ang mga teachers sa 21st century ay maging digital citizens. Again, digital citizens. Bakit? Kasi if teachers in the 21st century will become digital citizens, they would be using the technology responsibly, ethically, and effectively. Ano pala yung digital natives? Pag digital native, sila yung mga born into technology. Yung digital immigrant naman, no, they are those people who learn technology later in their life. So pag digital natives, yung mga Generation Z, no, to be specific, sila yung digital natives. Pag digital immigrants, mga millennials, pababa na generation. Number three, the use of technology will enhance the 21st century skills along. Saan dito yung ma-enhance ng 21st century skills? Saan dito yung ma-enhance sa 21st century skills when we use technology? Kasali dyan ang development of tools, kasali ang critical thinking. If we use technology, it will enhance our 21st century skills including critical thinking and problem solving. Kasali din ang designing learning environment and spaces. So, the correct answer is letter D, all of the above. Number four, a universal standard in the use of ICT in teaching and learning in classroom requires all teachers to except one. Saan dito ang hindi kasali sa universal standard in the use of ICT in teaching and learning? Use gadgets when teaching, kasali yan siya. Pag ICT in teaching and learning, required talaga gumamit ng gadget sa teaching. Understand the issues and safety and policies, kasali yan. Utilize tools available in the environment, ang hindi kasali, buy an expensive computer. When we use ICT in teaching and learning, hindi require na expensive computer ang ating bilhin. Number five, how best did you learn about the different concepts in ICT? How we could better learn the different concepts in ICT? Letter A, by memorizing the definition verbatim from the definition. By memorizing lang ba? That's wrong. Letter C, by memorizing first, then understanding the meaning. Mauna ba dapat pag memorize bago i-understand? The best answer would be i-understand first before mag-memorize because it would be easy for us to memorize concepts if naintindihan na natin. So, understand first before memorizing. We could best learn different concepts, in ICT, not just in ICT, but in different fields, or in different topics or lessons by understanding first its meaning before memorizing it. Number six, when did educational technology become a part of teachers' conversation in Learning Action Cell? Itong Learning Action Cell or LAC session, these are sessions wherein ang mga teachers, most specifically, yung teachers in the same na area, for example, all math teachers, they will be attending this LAC session wherein they will share ideas, mga techniques and strategies on how they would be able to better their teaching strategies and techniques. Kailan daw nagsimula na gamitin yung educational technology during LAC session. Ang i-remember lang, kailan nagsimula gamitin yung educational technology sa LAC session ng ating mga teachers? That is during the 21st century when there was a digital superhighway. Again, kailan ginamit yung EdTech, yung educational technology sa LAC sessions ng mga teachers? During the 21st century because available na ang digital superhighway. Number 7, what is the fastest way to find meaning of a word in the Webster? Pinakapaspas na pamaagi, no, to look for meaning, use Google. Again, Google the word on the internet. Number 8, which of the following encompasses all these concepts? Saan dyan ang pinaka-umbrella ng lahat ng options? Umbrella term of all of the options is technology. Internet is part of technology. Computers is part of technology. Gadget is part of technology. So the statement or the term that encompasses all of the concepts on our options, that is technology. Number 9, what does digital literacy imply? Pag digital literacy, kasali yan sa lahat. Financial and economic literacy, media and digital literacy, and basic literacy. Kasali yan sa lahat sa digital literacy. Yung financial literacy, yung media literacy, and basic literacy. Huwag maguluhan ha. Balikan natin yung question number 1. Kasi yung question number 1 is asking for saan daw ang hindi kasali sa ICT literacy. Yung financial literacy, hindi siya kasali sa ICT literacy. However, si ICT literacy and financial literacy, kasali siya sa digital literacy. To, number 9. Pag digital literacy, kasali dyan si ICT and financial literacy. Pero si financial literacy, hindi siya kasali sa ICT literacy. Number 10. Which statement about technology in teaching and learning is false? Saan dyan ang hindi totoo? Letter A, totoo yan siya. Technology has modernized teaching and learning. Letter B, kasali yan. Use of technology promotes higher order thinking. No, it's true. Letter D, true din yan siya. To teach in the 21st century, technology use is indispensable. When we say indispensable, unavoidable. Kailangan talaga natin ang technology in the 21st century. Saan ang false? Letter C. Millennial teachers are not ready to use technology in teaching. Ano yan siya? It's an opinion. Mayroong mga hindi pa ready, mayroon ding ready. Kaya that statement is false. Number 11. How did technology open new fields of educational research? Paano daw nakatulong ang technology para mag-open ng new fields for educational research? Nakatulong ang technology, 1, kasali yan, it enabled researchers to process data faster and more accurate. Diba, if you've experienced doing quantitative research, magamit tayo ng mga tools such as SPSS, no? Yun yung mag-run ng data. It created research tools with rigor to collect data. Paspas ang pag-collect sa data because of technology. It provided different ways of collecting information for evaluation. Kaya kasali yan sa lahat, no? 1, 2, and 3 is the ways, no, how technology open new fields of educational research. Number 12. What value does the use of technology give teachers? Ano daw yung importance ng technology sa teachers? Letter number 1, kasali yan. Provide supports for teachers as facilitators of learning. Kasali din sa number 2, technology transform passive classroom into interactive classroom. Kasali din sa number 3, technology enhances learners' communication skills. Number or letter D, 1, 2, and 3. Number 13, how can learners benefit most in the use of technology? Paano makabenepisyo ang mga learners, no, sa paggamit ng technology? Number 3, hindi yan kasali. Increase addition, that is not a benefit. Number two, hindi yan siya kasali. Bakit? Online gaming. Kaya, ang mga learners makabenefit in the use of technology if it enhances global awareness and citizenship. One only. Number 14. In which area of learning has technology given the most influence? Saan natin pinakamagamit si technology? Pag face-to-face learning, pwede. On-the-job training, pwede din. Pag blended learning, pwede din. Pero saan natin pinakamagamit si technology? Sa distance learning. Again, distance or online learning, dyan natin pinakamagamit si technology. Number 15. What is the importance of ICT policy for teaching and learning? E remember lang, ang policy, regardless if it's ICT or policy in general, nagbibigayan siya ng roadmap. Again, pag policy, it provides a roadmap. Ang ICT policy, hindi ga-sensor ng activity sa schools. Ang ICT policy, totoo, it's a requirement sa DICT in the Philippines. However, very shallow yan siya, no? Na reason or relevance ng ICT policy. It serves as a basis for choosing internet cafes that is napakalayo. So the importance of ICT policy, nagbibigay ng roadmap on how we would be able to use or utilize ICT effectively in education. Number 16. Which of the following does not belong to the cluster of technologies? Saan dito ang hindi kasali? Telecommunication, information, and networking. Ito yung mga technology na ginagamit natin to exchange information. These technologies are used for communication. Ang hindi kasali, si industrial technology. Bakit? Industrial technology are technologies na ginagamit natin sa manufacturing. A, B, and C for communication. Kaya, what does not belong to the group? Industrial technology. Number 16. The DICT policy statements include the creation of all the following programs. Ang DICT, nagkaroon sila ng mga programs. Saan daw ang hindi kasali? Ang hindi kasali, ICT pedagogy. E-quality program, kasali yan. E-eskwela, kasali yan. iSchool web board, kasali yan siya. Ang hindi kasali sa programa ng Department of Information and Communication Technology, ICT pedagogy. Ano pala yung mga programa ng DICT policy statements? Ito yun siya. E-quality program, e-eskwela, iSchool web board, OCEI or the Open Content in Education Initiative, the FedNet, the Digital Media Arts Program, and the ICT Skills Strategic Plan. For question number 17, ang hindi kasali, ICT Pedagogy. Number 18, which of the following issues on ICT is directly related to climate change? Saang issue ang related sa climate change? Sa basura, mga e-waste. Yung waste natin or mga sirang cellphone, sirang gadget, no, it could, no, further the effect of climate change. Yan yung pinaka-directly connected sa climate change, ang ating e-waste. Number 19. As a teacher, how will you appropriately use technology for teaching and learning so that your learners will benefit most? Saan dapat dyan ang gawin ni teacher? Para maka-benefit the most ang learners sa paggamit ng technology ni teacher. Letter A, wrong yan siya. Allow them to search in the web all topics you are teaching. Ang mga estudyante, sila lang mag-search, no? Hindi yan siya. Letter C, that's incorrect. Ask each student to buy a gadget they can use. Wrong yan siya. Letter D, make your lessons an open source all the time. That's wrong. Dapat i-maximize yung use of technology tools as support in teaching. The term is maximize the use. 20. A friend would like to ask you for your email password. Bakit? Because your email address was used for an urgent matter. As a rule of privacy, ano dapat ang iyong gawin? Number 1, wrong yan siya. Do not give your password to your friend. Number 2, wrong din yan siya. I-deny mo yung request ng iyong friend. urgent kaya yung request niya. So dapat ikaw mismo ang mag-open ng iyong email and you print the email that is addressed to your friend kasi it's urgent. Huwag mong ibigay yung password, no? Huwag mo ding i-reject yung kanyang or i-deny yung kanyang request. Do it yourself para hindi mo mabigay yung password mo sa kanya. Number 3 is the right thing to do. 21. Which of these is a minor infraction in the use of digital facility? Saan dyan ang minor infraction? Letter B, logging off when finished working. Hindi yan sa minor infraction. Tama yan siya na gawin. Making sure that lighting is inadequate. Tama din yan siya na gawin. Using anti-glare screens. Tama din yan siya. Ang minor infraction is unauthorized taking of pictures or images with mobile phone camera. When we want to take photos or pictures, we need to ask permission. Number 22, which is a risk in the use of ICT, thus a need to establish policies and rules for e-safety. Saan dito ang mga risks? Number 1, it is a risk, prolonged exposure to online technologies, particularly sa early age, cyberbullying, it's a risk, and mga lifestyle websites like self-harms, suicide sites, and hate sites. Kaya lahat yan sila, 1, 2, and 3. Number 23. Which is not true about e-safety in the use of digital technology? Saan dyan ang hindi totoo sa e-safety? Letter B, it facilitates better understanding on how we should use technology. Tama yan siya. Letter C, it's true. It protects young learners and adults from digital risk. Letter D, tama din yan siya. True yan siya. It helps users to understand the new technology. Ang hindi true sa e-safety, it restricts the use of digital technology. Hindi siya gad-restrict ha, yung e-safety. Hindi siya gabawal. 24. When working inside a computer laboratory, all of the choices except one is allowed. Saan dyan ang allowed? Again, saan ang allowed dyan? Letter A, bawal yan. Food and drinks should be handy on the computer table. Dapat when you use computer laboratory, hindi ilagay yung food and drink, doon sa computer table. Letter B, bawal din yan siya. One external electrical outlet should have 5 computers connected o baka magka-short circuit, mag-cause ng sunog. Letter D, bawal din. Computer desks should be near each other to allow sharing of information. Dapat, letter C. Ano yung allow? Dapat mayroong fire extinguishers. Number 25. Teacher A was assigned in a mountain school and she wanted to present instructional materials to her class. Ano dapat ang gamitin ni teacher? I-consider si teacher ay nagtuturo sa mountain school. Ano ang pinaka-the best na gamitin? Real objects. Again, real objects ang gamitin. Number 26. Balikan muna natin si number 25. As much as possible kahit hindi sa mountain school, kahit dito sa urban na mga school, dito sa city na school, kung maaari, real objects ang gamitin. No? We learn better when we see concrete things. Kaya real object is the best. Number 26. The following are guidelines in designing instructional materials. Saan dyan ang hindi kasali? Consistency, tama. Legibility, kasali. Quality ay kasali. Ang hindi kasali, expenses. 27. Which of the following activity is best to do if a teacher wanted to know how well the students understood the lesson about Beauty and the Beast? Ano yung lesson? Beauty and the Beast. Dapat ba exhibit? Dapat ba game or field trip? Ang dapat ay role-playing. Again, pag Beauty and the Beast na topic, ang pinaka-the best na gawin ay role-play. Number 28. Which is a series of 3 or 4 rectangular boards which are joined together along the sides by hinges so they can be easily folded and carried. Ano yan siya? Zigzag board. Again, na ay 3 or 4 rectangular boards, zigzag board. Pag bulletin board, it is a fixed display board for posting mga notices or announcement. Pag flip chart, ang i-remember lang, pads of paper na nasa stand. Writing board, it's the general term for chalkboard or whiteboard. 29. Teacher B is a newly hired teacher. She wants to discuss the lesson about tree planting. Tree planting, ano dapat ang best instructional material na gamitin? Tree planting. Ang pwede lang natin na option is diorama and nature table. Pero ang pinaka-the best is nature table because tree planting has something to do with nature. Pag diorama, historical events ang pwede dyan. Diorama, historical events. Tree planting, nature table. 30. The following are the varied ways why ICT tools can be integrated in teaching and learning. What statement gives the least relevant idea? Ang ICT tools daw can be integrated in teaching and learning. Saan dyan ang pinaka hindi importante na statement? Saan dyan ang hindi pinaka importante na statement? Letter A, that's important. It allows effective collaboration. ICT tools, though, it's very important sa teaching and learning because it allows collaboration. It also facilitates easy processing of information and it permits easy accessibility and sharing of resources. Ang pinaka-least relevant na idea, it provides a specific tool. Totoo, yung paggamit natin ng ICT sa teaching and learning, it provides specific tool. But among the options A, B, C, and D, siya yung pinaka-least relevant, no? A, B, and D, higher yung kanilang level of relevance. Number 31. Which among the choices states one educational use of QR code? Saan daw dito yung educational use of QR code? Sa letter A, totoo yan siya. QR stands for quick response. However, ang ginahanap natin, educational use ng QR. Letter B, totoo yan siya. Ang QR ay ginawa ng Japanese corporation na Denso Wave in 1994. Pero ang ginahanap natin, educational use. Letter C, it gives the URL linking to the website. Totoo din yan siya pero walang educational use. Ang pinakatumpak na sagot, letter D. A QR code can contain instructions for a homework or a task or a lesson. Number 32, which is a visual representation. Again, visual representation daw or image such as diagram, chart, or picture representing information or idea, visual representation of information or data that is infographic. Again, infographic. Number 33, which ICT tool in education allows effective collaboration? Saan dyan? Ang pwede tayo mag-collaborate, ang gamitin natin ay web conferencing. The same with Zoom, no? Google Meet, that allows collaboration. Pag camera, it doesn't allow collaboration. Browser, computing device, web conferencing ang gamitin, no? It would allow collaboration. 34. Which ICT tool similar to a bulletin board? Online bulletin board, ang tawag dyan ay Padlet. Again, Padlet. Pag mobile device, it pertains to cellphone, iPad, no? Ano din yan siya, digital tool. Internet connection, it's the general term, no, for internet connection, it's a general term. Pero pag bulletin board, Padlet. Again ha, bulletin board, Padlet. Yung Padlet, para sa talagang bulletin board, pwede ka maglagay ng mga information or announcement, no? 35, MOOCs are considered massive because na-discuss ito, MOOCs, di ba? Massive open online courses. Bakit massive? It could allow a lot of participants, no? It could accommodate big numbers of learners or participants. Massive. Pag open, because it's for everybody. However, mayroong courses na free, mayroon ding may bayad. Online, it requires internet. Courses because it has the same dynamic sa ating course sa mga regular school or regular colleges or universities. Number 36, ano daw yung element of portfolio na pinaka-importante? The element of portfolio na pinaka-importante, di ba? The purpose of portfolio is to, monitor our progress. So, ang pinaka-importante is our reflections. Kasi sa ating reflections, doon makikita, no, yung how we tend to to weigh things, no, based on our educational experiences, yung mga natutunan natin ng doon sa reflections. 37, when you plan to improve next time to pursue a similar activity or task by studying further or collaborating with others, which part of Gibbs' reflective cycle is being described? Again, mayroon tayong reflective cycle proposed by Gibbs. Pag nagaplano ka to improve the next time that pertains to an action to be conducted in the future, ang tawag dyan is action plan. Again, action plan. Ano pala itong Gibbs reflective cycle? Ito yun siya. Ito yung kanyang processes. First, description. You state what happened. Next, you express your feelings, no? Then you evaluate your experiences, if it's good or it's bad. Then you analyze what happened. Then you conclude, meaning you identify what you've learned and what could be done differently. Then lastly, action plan. How would you improve the next time? Action plan yan siya. 38. When employing the alternative assessment of students, learning use, allow me to read again. When employing the alternative assessment of students learning using an e-portfolio, constructing it at the start of the term is essential, for it provides learners the time to document the process of how they are learning throughout the course. Importante ba na dapat ang portfolio simulan talaga at the start of the term or at the start of the year or the quarter? The statement is true. Dapat at the start of the quarter talaga yung portfolio. Kasi ano gani yung purpose ng portfolio? To monitor the students' progress or development throughout the course. 39. Which situation exemplifies the best use of an application or digital technology allowing collaborative work? Saan dito ang nag-emphasize ng collaborative work? Letter A, the whole class communicating through the main. Dili mailad ha sa term na the whole class. Mag-communicate sila sa main. Hindi sila mag-communicate to each other. So walang collaboration. Letter C, creating an online survey using a digital tool such as SurveyMonkey or Google Form. Pwede, it allows collaboration, but we are looking for the best way. How could students collaborate? Letter D, applying the principles of TPAC as a framework and producing collaborative input. Pwede din, pero very shallow lang siya. Yung pinaka-the best way, no, na mag-collaborate, that is letter B. A forum page. Bakit? Itong forum page, it would allow learners to post their ideas on a topic asynchronously. So mayroong exchange of ideas. There is more collaboration. 40. The following are applications and tools that can be used in collaborating. Saan daw ang hindi kasali? Pag Skype, we could collaborate, no, web conferencing. Blog, we could collaborate. Bakit? Pwede tayo makapost ng comments, no? Pag Wikispace, no? It's also something na for collaboration because it's an editable website. Kahit sino pwede mag-put or input ng information. Ang hindi kasali sa grupo is si Google Form. It's not for collaboration. Dapat Google Docs, hindi Google Form. 41. Saan daw ang pwede gamitin for video conferencing? Saan dyan ang pwede gamitin for video conferencing? Ang Skype. Blog, hindi yan siya for video conferencing. Wikispace and Google Form. Ang pwede lang magamit for video conferencing is Skype. 42. Which statement cautions an online collaborator when posting views of an issues being discussed by members of the group who may personally know each other online only in online conversation? Saan daw dyan ang nagbibigay ng caution, no? Kumbaga nagabigay ng warning. Letter A, use information of blogs with print and online good reviews and use them as a model when posting ideas to collaborate with others. Wala siya nagabigay ng warning, no? Letter B, students can use blogging for educational purpose and this is different from personal blogs. It's just simply a statement, not a warning or a caution. Letter D, students should be guided on how to design the whole blog and upload materials that support critical thinking. It's more on a suggestion. Ang nagbigay ng caution or warning, letter C. Writing ideas is a personal act, although there is a need to be wary. Ibig sabihin, there's a need to be concerned in posting personal information or to personal pictures. So, yan yung statement na nagbigay ng warning or caution, letter C. 43. The following statements indicate that Maria understand digital practice. Which one does not support the idea? Saan daw dito na statement ang hindi naga-indicate na si Maria ay nakaintindi sa digital practice? Hindi ha, hindi idea na si Maria ay nag-understand ng digital practice. Letter A, Maria is aware of different types of users found online. That is an implication, no, na naka-understand si Maria ng digital practice. Aware siya sa different types of users online. Letter B, Maria understand that as she uses the internet, she leaves a digital footprint. Implication yan siya. Nagpapakita that Maria understand digital practice. Letter D, Maria knows when to change her strategy such as browsing in the web to locate the needed information. It also shows that Maria understand digital practice. Ang hindi nagpapakita, letter C, Maria knows how to look for an expert online. Bakit? It's more on networking, who can be a source of a resource person related to her specialization, no? Yung pagkakaroon ni Maria ng kaalaman sa paghahanap ng expert online para maging resource person, it's more on networking. Hindi siya digital practice. Number 44. Which digital literacy skill refers to ability to locate information related to an assigned topic given by a teacher in class? Ability to locate information, ibig sabihin, you use keywords to related topic, no? Para mahanap mo yung information assigned by a teacher, no, na dapat i-search mo online, you use keywords. Turning on the computer, it's more on the digital skills mo. Adding comments to blogs, malayo din. Producing a digital story, malayo din. Using keywords, no, it's our ability to locate information. 45. Which literacy is referred to as a core skill in the 21st century? Clue, essential in developing the ability to work with others. Again, saan dyan? Ability to work with others, that is collaboration. Again, collaboration. Number 46, the ability to see information and media technology to find, evaluate, and create communication and create information that require cognitive and technical skills. Ang pwede lang gamitin is digital skills and digital literacy. But the best answer is digital literacy. Bakit? Pag digital skills, knowing how to use technology. You know how to use Facebook, you know how to open your laptops or your gadgets. That is digital skill. But digital literacy, it is knowing how to use technology effectively, responsibly, and critically. And having the ability to see information and media technology to find, evaluate, and create information that is digital literacy. 47. Dana decides to produce a digital story on her students' teaching experiences. Which digital literacy skills does she exhibit? Mag-produce ng digital story, ibig sabihin, makaproduce ka ng content, that is media literacy. Again, producing digital story means producing content online, and that is media literacy. Ano ba itong communication and collaboration literacy? It is working with others online. Malayo masyado sa STEM. Digital scholarship literacy, it pertains to using digital tools for your academic researches. Malayo din sa STEM. Digital story lang, di ba, ang i-produce ni Dana. Identity management literacy, ibig sabihin, you manage your online identity and reputation. So the best answer is media literacy, producing digital story. Number 48. The following are learning management systems, except one. Saan dyan ang hindi LMS? Moodle, LMS yan siya. Schoology, LMS yan siya. And Edmudo. Ang hindi LMS is Google. Dapat Google Classroom. Si Google itself, hindi siya LMS. Dapat Google Classroom. 49. Which statement expresses the right action in case there is an indication of cyberbullying? Ano dapat ang gawin pag mayroong bullying? I-ignore ba? I-block ba dapat ang person? Kung i-block po ang person, hindi ma-resolve ang issue. Mag-fight back ba dapat ang gawin? You talk to a trustworthy adult about it. Pag mayroong cyberbullying, you talk to a trustworthy adult about it. Number 50, the last item for the first part of Araso. Just as there are benefits in using social networking sites, there are also risks that accompany it. Ano daw na statement? Best paraphrase the upper mentioned or the above mentioned statement. Mayroon daw risks and mayroon ding benefits ang paggamit ng social networking sites. Ibig sabihin, there are payoffs and pitfalls, no? When one is active in social networking, mayroong disadvantages, mayroon ding advantages. Mayroong benefits, mayroong risks. Ibig sabihin, there is or there are payoffs and pitfalls na when we use social networking sites. So that's end the first part of our rationalization.